This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
No matter how a game plays out, coaches are always looking for things to build on, and that is exactly what Mark Stoops did following Kentucky's loss to Florida. Everyone was disappointed in the outcome, but Stoops says there are positives that can be taken away. His team was down one possession with a chance to win, and he still believes it has yet to play its best game of the season.
There's a lot to learn from. Every time we step on the field, there's so much to learn from, and we will. You know, again, the good thing is, and I'm taking nothing away from Florida because they had a lot to do with us not playing well, but we feel like we could play better, and we're in a one-possession game with an opportunity to win the game, and didn't get it done. So there's a lot to take from that we will get better and we will continue to improve on some things, but I like our team's attitude. I like our focus.
Kentucky will try to right the ship this weekend when number 25 Missouri comes to town. The Tigers undefeated at 3-0 and have won 11 straight road games. Kickoff set for 7:30 Saturday with coverage on the SEC Network. Kentucky was a 3-point favorite, but the line has since dipped to 2.5 for the game. Media day for the U-Pike Bears basketball programs. Let's begin with the men's team. Kelly Wells and the Bears reached the Elite Eight in the NAIA tournament last season. Off of that team, 7 members return. U-Pike is ranked preseason #1 in the country by the Sporting News, and Coach Wells thinks last season's finish was a great learning opportunity for his guys.
Well, we've got a standard here that we like to shoot for, and what some people might have thought we overshot, we felt like we kind of underachieved. To have an opportunity to get to the Elite Eight and really be a stop or a score away from getting to the Fab Four was something we expect. That's kind of a standard for us. So it was disappointing. I think the guys that are returning really have a renewed focus, a new mojo, so to speak, of what they really want out of this season. I think it's shown in our preseason.
To the women's side, head coach Joanna McNamee and the Bears reached the NAIA tournament last year as well. However, they bowed out in the opening round of the women's tournament. U-Pike lost 2 seniors from that team, and Coach Mack says having that experience for the returning players will only help them stay focused and gut out close games during the regular season.
Well, the one thing is just we have a lot of returners. You know, last year a lot of those kids were freshmen and sophomores, so it's nice to have returners, veterans. I feel like already this year they seem more knowledgeable of what I want and what our program is really all about, and that's something that, you know, you can't really build without time. So having this extra year just under our belt and them knowing me and knowing what I expect in the program, you know, this year I haven't had to push as hard to get effort. The effort's already been there, and that's been really encouraging.
A rematch of the Class 2A Region 4 final from last year, Shelby Valley and Prestonsburg in our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week. Lauren Cash previews the Shelby Valley side of the matchup.
The 3-1 Wildcats are coming off a much-needed bye week to rest up and get healthy as they begin their district schedule Friday.
Well, it allowed us to heal up a little bit, and you know, we had to work on a lot of fundamentals. Is basically what we did, blocking, tackling. Sometimes, like we said, you know, football is not a complicated game, and you feel if you can block people and you be able to tackle them, then you compete with each other. And so we worked a lot of that, and we also worked on special teams last week. So, you know, we didn't hit a lot, try to heal up and stuff, and get ready for Prestonsburg.
While last season was a memorable one for Shelby Valley, winning its first ever district and region title, head coach Eric Ratliff was quick to point out the Wildcats lost to Prestonsburg in the regular season.
We know last year, you know, first game we played Prestonsburg here, they got us 28-18, I think it was. So we know it's not the end of the world if you lose this game, but you know, if the winner of this game does come out, and they'll kind of, you know, be a leg up on the rest of the district, we think, and be in a driver's seat for a home playoff game, which is what we're striving to get. So, you know, the motion is going to be there because it's a rivalry game, but as far as anything left over from last year, I don't think it'll be there.
Coach Ratliff knows they have a tall task ahead of them trying to defend against the Black Cats' power back in Dalton Frazier. He also says their overall speed is what presents such a challenge.
Their physicality, of course, you know, great running back Dalton Frazier. They use him in a lot of different ways back there. They get him the ball in space sometimes in the passing game. And then, you know, they got good speed. We looked at that, and they get the ball on the edges. So with them, we got to, you know, defend the whole field. And that's the biggest thing about Prestonsburg. They make you defend horizontally and vertically each and every play.
The road to back-to-back district and region titles begins now for Shelby Valley. With the Wildcats, Lauren Cash, WYMT Mountain Sports.
Class 2A District 8 in the spotlight this week for our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week when Shelby Valley visits Prestonsburg, and of course a rematch of last year's Region 4 championship, a game won in overtime by the Wildcats. Game time set for 7:30 on this TV and WYMT.com. It is now time to announce our Week 4 high school football player of the week. The Clay County Tigers earned their first win of the season last week, and wide receiver Nathan Sizemore a big reason why. 303 total yards of offense for Sizemore to go along with 4 touchdowns. And defensively, he recorded 7 tackles, 2 interceptions, returning one of those picks for a touchdown against West Jessamine.